What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. So this Aussie USD trade that I took 2 weeks ago has really kind of put some concrete in my brain here to stop with it's very difficult. I think this is probably where a lot of beginner traders struggle with, because I'm struggling with it. Is all those little voices in your head that tell you that this is a good trade, that's a good trade, and you have all these reasons why. But the people that actually know what's going on are taking that opposite trade of you because you're wrong, right? You know, no matter what your bias is, and no matter what you think you have as proof, or the red flag news, or you heard this from this guy, or you heard that from that guy, none of it matters, because no one knows what the market's going to do except for the market makers themselves. I knew that. I've said that. I know it, but it's just the behavior change thing that's really difficult for me sometimes. But I see I really need to be robotic, I need to be boring, and I need to be stupid about this. That's really what needs to happen. Because this USD Swiss franc thing worked out pretty good this week. And honestly, I was looking at this NZD USD trade last Sunday going, that looks, we have a zone. We came up into it, rejected hard, made a lower low, came back up into that zone correctively, but I had that strong voice in my head saying, well, it looks like on the monthly chart it's going to start heading up. Well, that was wrong, because it came up and hit this area, and we got a nice move off of that. I mean, that is nice, right? You have the zone, you have a which needs to be a little bit bigger, honestly, but you have an area that you can put your stop loss outside of that. You don't have to go back and look at, see, that's the thing, you learn to go back and find the last high and put your stop above that. They all know that. So, I mean, we use the zone thing, and you just stick above the zone a little bit. Yeah, there's going to be volatility spikes, and you might get caught once in a while, but it seems like a safer bet. But if you look at this NZD USD, right, it's perfect. It's picture perfect as a zone, like a zone selling strategy here, right? You're in the zone, you sold it, and you made some profit. But then if Aussie USD moved the same way, it came up correctively and dropped. But if you look at Aussie USD, where's the zone? I don't see it. So this one would be a no trade, because we don't have that same risk management structure, I guess. So this is what needs to be done 100%. And I've seen people just, I've seen a guy that will make $7,000 from a move like that. I'm like, what? I mean, obviously his account is big, but he had to start somewhere. And as we grow the account, we can up the lot sizes and be doing that eventually. So I think I need to be less focused on trying to all in my account and catch that perfect move, which doesn't really happen too often. And just focus on the zones, and I don't need the whole move. Just I get as much of it as I can. So this week I had my reasons, mostly weekly candles, wicks here. Sold from here, and as soon as I saw this bullish engulfing candle, I took profit and got out. So I made something, right? Great. And you can see it came back into that zone and sold off again. And if I had just held, would be at the same spot, so it didn't really matter. But it looks like what's going on is this looks like it might be a higher low. This might come back up into this zone again, taking this high out before the next drop. So we have a little bigger correction here for the finished move. The weekly weekly wise, we've had 2 bearish weeks in a row. So it looks like we're in a downtrend as of now, right? Coming back down to hit this monthly support trend line here. Monthly monster. We had a false break, we broke back through, and now we're coming back down to test it. So I'm looking for a move from there to there, and that's it. So this is going to be one of the trades for this week. I'm going to place a sell order above this high. A stop loss probably at 0.91400. Just a little bit above this previous high, just in case it comes up and hits this trend line, because that hitting that trend line would take this high out. So just a smidge above that. And also Euro Oz. I might try to go for this as well. Weekly chart. You know, the trend is up. Bigger picture here, right? Got a strong buy. We came down and hit the trend line here. We pushed up. We had a flag. Another push up. We had a flag. And we had another push up. And we broke above this area of resistance. Yeah. We broke above that area. I want to, zoom out a bit. Yeah, that you can see all the way back. Yeah, all the way back. You can see this. This is a big area. So what it looks like to me is price might come down possibly correctively into this zone. Again, retesting this area. And then a continuation. Yeah, strong continuation to the upside. Continuing this up in bold. And then stop loss would have to be just outside the zone, somewhere down here. 1.65831-ish. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go for this. Boom, to the upside. And USD Swiss franc to the downside. I'm going to place a sell order here. Take profit and stop loss in place. And then the same with Euro Oz. All that's going to be there ahead of time. And then I can just ignore it and just let it go. And watch price during the week after I get filled. And if I decide to take profit, I take profit. If I don't, I leave it. And that is the plan for this week. As Duke grooms himself for us. He just got another flea bath, so he's not happy. Right, buddy? Freaking fleas are impossible, man, to get rid of. But anyway, see you later.